welcome back. So today I have a video on all about the new Flower Beauty lipsticks, lip products, liquid lipsticks, lip liners. They sent me a bunch of products from their lip collection that launched, and I showed a few of them in a video, and then I think I actually had one of them, one of the lip liners has been like in a favorites already. And I asked you guys in that video if you guys wanted to see a full lip swatch video all about the lip products. I'm here for that. Let me just tell you, I'm here for it. My lips are ready to go. Let me show you how many lip products there are. There's a ton, so say a little prayer for my lips right now. R.I.P. lips. There are liquid lipsticks. There are dual-ended lipsticks and glosses. There are lipsticks, and then there are lip liners. Here's the deal. I'm going to show some of the colors, and then I'm going to swatch on my lips some of the colors that I'm probably going to keep, but I will show all of the colors and at least talk about them, but I don't want to swatch the product if I'm probably not going to wear it. I want to show it, and let's be honest, that's a lot of lip products. There's 24 lipsticks alone, so even if I swatched all those on my lips, I think I would be dead. There's 12 liquid lipsticks, and there's 6 of the dual-ended, and then the lip liners, which I wouldn't swatch on my lips, but I will swatch those on my hand for you. So let's just go ahead and get started and talk about them. Now, Flower Beauty is Drew Barrymore's line. I just like stuttered on her name, Barrymore. But it's Drew Barrymore's line, and it is sold at Walmart. So affordable prices. They have a great line of products. They're constantly coming out with things. Some of my favorite products, like their beauty sponge, is from Flower Beauty. They have great blushes. They have a great setting powder, really good foundations. I mean, the line is a very nice, incredible, affordable line, and the packaging is really nice. So when they came out with a bunch of lip products, I'm like, I knew I had to review these. These were sent to me, and I did get like a little information sheet on them. Let's start out with the lip duos. These are called Mix and Matte. It is a creamy velvet matte lipstick and a 3D pearlized gloss. There are 6 shades of these. So, and then Drew says, just like a little note about it, my new lip obsession, go shiny or go matte. You can't go wrong. My ultimate go-to lip for every lip whim. So since there are 6 shades of them, I think I can probably handle swatching all 6 of these. Right off the bat, the packaging of these Mix and Matte lip duos remind me of the dual-ended lipsticks from Tarte, where you have the lipstick on one end and you have the gloss on the other. Really, really nice packaging. Also great, like very travel friendly. I love the packaging on this. It's a really nice gold. It doesn't feel cheap. It feels, you know, decently weighty. So A+ for packaging, I'll say. It's a nice doe foot wand. And the gloss isn't very like glossy. It's almost like a moussey liquid lipstick, to be honest. It says it's 3D pearlized gloss, but it doesn't feel like a sticky gloss. So if you're someone who doesn't like that like stick that a gloss gives, I think you'll really like these. So let's just start out trying a few of these shades on. I'm going to put on this one first, and this is in Melon Kiss. Here it is right here. So this is just like, oh, that's a really pretty color. That's like a really beautiful peachy, honestly, melon color. And then let's just swatch this gloss on the other end, which I said the consistency is more like a doe foot applicator. I'm such a doofus. Okay, the consistency of that is more like a moussey liquid lipstick. So this lipstick part is matte, and I'm just gonna apply that in my little mirror right here. That's really pretty. It is like a very has, you know, that like peachy melon undertone. So that's what that looks like just on its own. Let me zoom in like just a touch. That's what it looks like on its own. And let's go ahead and top it off with the gloss. And the gloss honestly is a little bit more orangey when you first apply it, and it has like a slight sheen to it, but not, I wouldn't call it like a metallic at all. But it does give it a little bit more of a corally color. You know who would love this color? My mother. She loves these like corally, almost orange colors. It's really, really pretty, but I think with the gloss on top, it's not my style. I like the color of it, but like I said, the gloss gives it a little bit more orange and it's like a little bit too sherbety for me. But I like the formula. Like I said, if you don't like sticky glosses, you will love the formula of these, because the gloss, that texture just kind of lays in and settles in nicely. It's the perfect topping gloss. It's not sticky where it will like almost pull up your lip product when you're putting it on. So that one is Melon Kiss. Okay, next shade is Honey Nude. And I think that this is a very wearable shade for a lot of different people, because it's like a little bit mauve-y, a deeper nude, where those tend to be more wearable. And then this is the gloss on the other side. So it's going to give a little bit of a sheen, a pearlized sheen to it. And they're nice and pigmented. I really like that color. Let me use the Top Off gloss. See, honestly, if I were going to wear these, I probably wouldn't use this pearlized gloss part, just because I prefer the matte look, but that's what's nice about them. I guess you can get both. So this is the shade Honey Nude, and I honestly think that without the gloss, it's a very, very, very wearable color for a lot of different people. I think a lot of different people would gravitate towards this color. Okay, next color is this one called Bronze Envy, and this is, again, a little bit darker, a little bit deeper than the last shade. And then the gloss on the other side, it's really like, you know, a bronzy-ish shade. It's almost like a subtle wine shade. That's really, really pretty. I love this shade. Definitely a color that I would wear on its own. So let's just top it with the gloss, just so that you can see. Gives it a little bit of that 3D metallicness. But I really like the color on its own. Okay, next color we have, this one is called Tickled Pink. I think that this is a really, really pretty color. This would probably be a color that I would gravitate towards if I were going to go in the store and pick them up. I like that the shade on the other end is more of like a berry-ish type of shade. So it's a little bit darker than the lipstick, so it's going to give it a little bit more of the berry. That's the lipstick, and this is the gloss. I think this is a really pretty pink shade because it's very wearable. It's not too light, it's not too dark, it's not too cool tone. It's just a really easy, almost like a touch on the berry side of a pink. So that's really pretty. I like that color. Let's put the gloss on. And that is what it looks like with the gloss. That's a really pretty color, and I actually do end up liking it with the gloss portion on it. Okay, on to an even more berry shade. This is a Violet Vixen, so this is like a purpley color. I used to love these colors and wear them a ton, but I don't love them as much as I used to on me in particular, but I still really love them on other people. That is the color Alone, which is really, really pretty. And like I said, this used to be a color that I would go for all the time. And the gloss over it makes it even more beautiful. So that is Violet Vixen. If you are daring, I love this color. I honestly do. But time has moved on for me from this particular color on my lips. This is what it looks like with the gloss and the lipstick. Okay, last color is a red shade. It's called Red Velvet. Ooh, this is really, really pretty. It is like a cherry cool tone red. Let's get the gloss. The gloss isn't as pearlized as some of the others. That's a really, really pretty color. When I wear red, I tend to not go for a glossy red. I just stick to a very matte red when I'm gonna wear it. I love the blue undertones of this red. This is a very crooked application, but this color is beautiful. Keep in mind, if I were to be applying these and wearing them real time, I would be putting a lip liner on, but it's really hard to use a lip liner when you're doing a lip swatch type video. But all these deeper shades I would be using a lip liner with, pretty much all of them. Pretty much every shade, but I really like this color. And then the gloss, which not a lot of product honestly comes out when you're dipping into this. Not a lot of product comes out onto the wand, so you kind of have to dip again. But that is with a little bit of the gloss on. So I really like this one. I think the gloss is very subtle. So that is it for these duos. I'm not quite sure of the prices of these, but I will leave them on the screen where I can find the prices of all of these products. But I'm assuming, since the line is extremely affordable, I'm assuming all the prices will be affordable. Let's move on to the lip liners, and I'm going to swatch those on my hand. Okay, we have the Petal Pout lip liners. There are 8 shades of these. It says it is a precise definition for your lip line. I love these because they are retractable. That's my favorite type of a liner, because let me tell you, I absolutely hate when I'm on vacation or on some type of trip. I packed a lip liner and it is like at its very bottom and I didn't pack a sharpener, because then like, who packs a sharpener? Only a smart person. So I want to start out with talking about my favorite shade that I've worn consistently, and I can attest to these stay on their beautiful, beautiful formula because they glide right onto your lips. It's the shade Toffee. I absolutely love this shade, and it's so creamy when you apply it to your lips that you literally feel like you could use it as a lipstick. I do actually want to apply this shade so that you can see what I'm talking about. It just goes on so smoothly, and you can feel like you could go ahead and fill in your lip line with this comfortably. So that's what I love about them. So you can go ahead and, like I said, fill in your lip line with this. So I want to, let me swatch the colors on this hand just because the lipstick stained on my other hand. This is the shade Toffee, and it's just a beautiful, like you can see, very wearable toffee nude shade. This is the one I recommend the most. It's my favorite. Then for a super nude shade, we have the color called Nude. Honestly, this just looks like a very, very peachy, warm tone, peachy nude shade. Probably not one that I would love because it's so nude. It does have a little bit of peachiness to it, but if I'm going to wear a nude, I honestly want to wear something a little bit darker so that it gives my lip line definition. Not so much that there's like such an oddity between the lip liner and the lipstick, but enough to just kind of contour my lips. Then we have this shade, which is called Beige, and this is even lighter. I honestly do not understand why anyone would wear this shade. You almost can't even see it. It's so like white. So again, not a shade I would recommend. Then we have a beautiful shade called Rose. This is a little bit more pink than you originally think it is in the packaging, but it's a really pretty color if you are looking for a great sort of everyday pink shade. Then I have the shade Cherry, which is like this pretty much cherry-ish pink color. We have this corally shade called Fuchsia, which is like a corally bright fuchsia color. Perfect probably for this spring. Then we have this shade that matches that one Violet lipstick. This one is called Violet, a purpley shade. And then this deeper shade called Plum, which looks like a really beautiful wine shade there on the end. So out of these, I probably will keep and use the Toffee. I might use the nude, keep the nude, and then the plum shade. I really do like that one. All the rest of them, I don't know if they're my particular colors, but the lip liner is such a great lip liner. Hopefully she comes out with even more nude shades that are a variation of nude, because I think that that's what a lot of people gravitate towards, and it's such a great lip liner. Okay, next up we have these Matte Miracle liquid lipsticks. Let me read you what they say about these. There are 12 shades of them. It says a creaseless, comfortable, bold statement look. She loved something that was matte but that wasn't drying on her lips, so these are comfortable and gorgeous shades. It says wears endlessly with a soft cushiony feel all day. So I have several shades to show you, but I'm only going to swatch a few on my lips. The rest I will swatch on my hands, so you can get swatches from those. But there are a few shades that I just wouldn't wear, and like I said, I want to pass them along to like friends and family without like putting them on my lips. And plus it's just a lot of lip products. Like I said, I don't want to try on all the lip products, but I will show you a few shades, and I have worn one shade to tell you that it is all day. I wore it to tell you it was comfortable. I have tried out each of these products individually, at least one shade from each line prior to filming this video, so that I could give you a little bit more insight besides just the color selection. Let's start out with this shade. It's called Almost Nude. This is what the packaging looks like. So it's just like a clear with this gold design on it, and it's a flat on each side, flat paddle doe foot applicator. This shade is a very nude shade, and I'm gonna put this one on the lips. My lips are a little bit stained, but you can see I probably won't keep this color. This will be one that I would have to wear with a lip liner. They have a slight vanilla-y scent. This shade is too nude for me. It might work if I had some type of a lip liner with it, but it's a very, very nude shade. Just the color that I had on under it made it look a little bit more pinky, but my lips are stained, so, this is just too nude for me. But if you like a really nude lip, it's like a moussey formula, and it doesn't dry down where it's like, it's not transfer proof. So it's going to transfer after you apply it. So it's not like one that completely dries down. It has a very velvety, cushiony feel, but it's not gonna, like the formula says, it's not gonna dry out your lips. It's a more comfortable, actual liquid lipstick, but not like a super dry down, last all day matte, which tend to be a little bit more of a drying formula when you have the ones that don't go anywhere. Okay, this is the shade that when I was trying them out I wore before, and this is Bare Honey, and I really actually loved this shade. As you can see, it has a little bit more color to it with a lip liner. I really like this one, so I like the application of it. They're super duper creamy, so they are easy to apply, plus with the flat paddle. But this is definitely a shade that I will keep and probably wear a lot, just because this formula is so light. It almost has this, like when you press your lips together, almost this like hydrating spark. I can't describe it, but it feels like very comfortable on the lips. Okay, next shade up is called Nude Blush. And this is just a little bit more of a warmer pink shade, as you can see in comparison. I wanted to leave the swatches on my hands so that you could see these compared to one another. This just has a lot more like corally warm tones in it. Honestly, you don't need a lot of the product for cover. It really transfers on the lips well when you push your lips together. It really will transfer onto top without taking, it's not like, it doesn't apply patchy at all. So I really like this color. Probably, honestly though, a color that I find maybe another person might wear more, because I like a more either neutral pink or a cool tone pink, or I don't know, even more of a brown tone pink. But this shade is beautiful, and I used to love these types of shades. But I know a friend who's looking for a really great like nude pinky shade. So I'm going to pass this one to her, but it is beautiful. Okay, we have this shade called Rosewood. This is a really pretty color. Neutral, deep sort of pink color. I really like this shade. This is a very wearable, pretty color. Definitely one that I would gravitate towards. I like the rosiness of it, so this is definitely a keeper. Okay, this shade is called Soft Berry, and it's a little bit more pink in it than the last one. That's a really, really pretty color. I like that a lot. So Soft Berry. Okay, this is a shade I'm probably not going to try on because I can tell it's a little bit too much of a pink shade that I will not wear. This is called English Rose right here. Then we have this shade right here, and this is called Melon. Again, another color that I'm probably not going to wear. Oh, maybe I would wear this one in the spring because I do in the summer. That's a very vivid, bright color. I don't know. Maybe I'll hang on to this one. That is pretty. Then we have these two reds, which I already have so many red colors. So this one is Crimson Touch. And, oh, that's a really pretty red shade. Crimson Touch. And then this one is Scarlet Letter. So I'm going to swatch them next to each other. Scarlet Letter is deeper, darker, and almost like a little bit more of a terracotta, not as bright. Berry shade, this is called Merlot Kiss. Oh, that's pretty. I actually might keep that one. And this is a deep dark color called Frenzy. That's really pretty. It's just like this really pretty deep berry shade. This one looks like it applies a little bit patchy right there. Okay, and I have one more color that I'm going to try on, and this is called Dark and Stormy. This is almost like a taupey mauve shade right there. Let's just see how this applies. Mailman's coming up. He's probably like, what are you doing? This is Dark and Stormy. Okay, so that is the last color, the Dark and Stormy. I really love this shade a lot. Definitely one that I would wear, but they have a great variation of shades. Like I said, super comfortable for long-term wear. They definitely dry down to look like a matte finish, but like I said, not transfer proof. Okay, next up is the Petal Pout lip color. Now there are 24 shades of this, like I said. This is a high impact pigmented perfection, one luxurious swipe. This is the shade Warm Sand that I have here first. Like I said, since there are 24 shades, I'm just gonna even show you a few and then I will try on a few. I have worn one of them and it seemed like more of a matte formula, and I don't know if they vary in formula. Oh yeah, it says matte on the bottom. So I don't know if they vary in formula or if it will just let me know on the bottom, but all of these might be matte. We'll take a peek. But I'm gonna try on this first shade in 025 Warm Sand. So these are very, very creamy. The formula, honestly, there's no scent to it. The formula honestly reminds me of those duo lipsticks where I said it was super creamy. But it's matte, but it feels comfortable on the lips. It doesn't feel like a drying matte lipstick. I really like this color. This would be a pretty easy wearable color. It kind of reminds me a touch of the lipstick from Lorac that I love in Trident. So this is a really pretty sort of like peachy undertone nude shade. Okay, this one is called Naked Blush. This is a shade that I've already tried on and wore and I loved it. It's very similar to Patrick Starr's new color that he came out with in his MAC collection. So if you didn't get your hands on that, get your hands on this color. Really, really pretty color. I like this color a lot. It's a pretty sort of just nice everyday peachy-ish pink color. Pretty blush, like what it's called, Naked Blush. Really light shade. I'm not going to swatch this color because it's not going to be one that I'm gravitating towards. It's called Bare Pout. That's going to be like super duper nude if you're extremely fair. That might be a great one. They have this one in Cinnamon Crush. This is a really pretty color. Let me try this one on. I like that. I like this color a lot. Cinnamon Crush. Well, like I said, the only thing I don't like about these is this plasticky case feels kind of cheap on. I like the appearance and the look of it, but something about the packaging of these reminds me of like Wet n Wild lipsticks. Like, I don't know, just even when the plastic like clinks next to this, when you're putting it on, it just feels a little bit more inexpensive. I just want to show you some of the brighter shades. This one is Bright Peony. I have this one in Hibiscus. So it's a really great selection of colors. I have this more like sherbety color. That one was hard to open. This sherbety color in Peach Posy. They have this color in Peachy Nude, which this might be a color that's super wearable for someone. Really, really pretty orangey shade. I love that in Flamingo Flirt. Like a fuchsia-y shade. This is a Pink Orchid. Brighter or darker purple shade. This is called Dahlia Desire. Even darker purple shade. Ooh, that one was hard to open. In Fuchsia Flush. This one is called Wild Berry. That looks beautiful. These are all saying matte, so I think that this across the board is matte. No, my bad. Some of these say cream. Okay, this is Rouge Berry. I'm going to try one of these on the cream formula and just see if there is a difference in the feel. Oh yeah. These, you can tell the difference. I'd say it's more like satiny. So they're all a variation of matte or cream. Okay, another cream shade is Pink Dusk. This looks like a really pretty nude shade, like nude mauve. That's a really pretty creamy formula. I like that one. So Pink Dusk. We have this shade in Autumn Rose. This is really pretty too. Autumn Rose. Spiced Petal. This is a cream. Pretty shade in Spiced Petal. One in Berries More. This is like a deeper shade in Chestnut Kiss. That's really pretty, like a brownish shade. So I didn't show you all of them, but I basically showed you the majority of them. Between the matte and the cream formula, both I actually really like. The cream formula is really nice and silky. It does have that a little bit of a sheen to it, but not, I wouldn't say like, it's just definitely a cream formula. The matte formula is a very creamy matte formula. It applies really nicely to the lips. It doesn't like jerk or drag or feel dry when in an application. The color selection, like I said, with 24 shades, they really do have a great variation. With the 24 shades, I felt like there are a lot of different variants between the nude shades, which is nice, nude and mauve, just like very wearable everyday shades. They had a lot of those in this lipstick collection, the Petal Pout lip colors. So anyways, if you want any more information on them, I will leave everything linked down below with the price as well, so that you can know. You can find everything at Walmart. Hopefully it was helpful, even though I couldn't try on every single lip product for you, but hopefully this video gave you a good idea of the formulas and the feeling when you're wearing them. I will say I haven't worn the cream lipstick all day like I wore the matte of the lipstick, because I actually only thought there was one formula. I didn't realize there was cream and matte. So I can't speak to how the cream wears all day, but I can tell you when I wore the matte lipstick all day, it was very, very nice, creamy, didn't dry out my lips, and it stayed. It stayed a really long time. It kind of stuck to the lips, and I also paired it with one of the Petal Pout lip liners, so the combination was just really beautiful. So anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and I will see you all in the next video. Mwah.